In total, he's received $4 million from the banks to fund his campaigns to keep him in government. So what we find that this system, because it says that man can be free to do whatever he wants, man should be free to get involved in the economy and do whatever trade he wants, because they take this idea, even when they go through these problems and they come out of this problem, they will go back to the same practices, the same way of life, because this is the idea they believe in. So I'm going to sum up and finish there. And the conclusion, I think there's some very simple points that we need to take on as Muslims. The first thing is that we should have very great confidence. We should be very clear in the confidence that we have in Islam. And we should in fact be yearning for the return of this Islamic system. Because we can see how the whole world is suffering in this economic crisis. And yet we know that Islam has a solution for every problem, whether big or small. And more than that, and we can discuss this further in the question and answers, even for this economic crisis, we know that Islam has laid out how the economy should be run. So the system of Islam will solve the problems of humanity, whether for Muslim or for non-Muslim. The other point is that we see so much that Islam is attacked in the media, and very negative perception is given about Islam and Muslims. So what would be the situation if you and me and this brother, we all go out and we discuss with people, we hear all of this negative stuff about Islam, and we say, you know what, look at the crisis you're facing. Look at the economic problems you're having. Islam's got a solution for that. Islam's got the answers for every problem you're facing. So rather than these people hearing all of this negative stuff, rather than us as Muslims saying, you know what, Islam's always getting hit, Islam's always getting attacked, rather than that, we as Muslims will be able to go out and we'll be able to give the answers. So really and truly, the real obligation for us as Muslims, we need to be da'wah carriers. We need to be the ones who fulfill the message of Islam and carry that message to the world. And the way we'll do that is by actually explaining how Islam solved the problems of humanity. So that people who are suffering now, who are looking for an answer, they're looking for a solution, they will see that the message of Islam has actually defined how people can come out of this crisis. So I'll finish there inshallah, and I hope in the question and answers we can discuss what are the type of solutions Islam offers. If you've got any questions further about these issues about the economy, but also how do we get involved in giving this message out? How can we give this message to people we know? How can we get this message to the media? How do we change the situation in the world so that Islam returns once again as a system of life? But I put it